The Rode Videomic GO II is a super cardioid, small form factor shotgun microphone released by Rode in the year 2022, and it's basically a miniaturized version of the wildly popular Rode NTG microphone. What's up guys, thank you for joining me. I'm your host Sam, and today we're going over the Rode Videomic GO II, which as I said is a shotgun microphone. But what exactly is a shotgun microphone? Normally a shotgun microphone has a very directional polar pattern, which means that it wants to pick up the sounds from in front of it and block out the noise from the sides and behind it. But in our case, we're talking about a small form factor shotgun microphone. There are larger, more involved shotgun microphones which have internal batteries or XLR inputs. You might have to set up like a mixer or some sort of audio interface. What I like about the small form factor shotgun microphones are they're easy and they're portable. On a side note, if my skin suddenly looks really shiny, it's because the humidifier in my house broke, so if I don't put lotion on every like 14 seconds now, I turn into dried up SpongeBob because it is just arid in this household.
Can I get you anything?
Water would be nice.
Back to the star of our show, the Rode Videomic GO II. And if you buy this microphone in stores or on Amazon right now, it's going to run you around $100. And in the box, you get 3 main accessories, but they actually didn't include one kind of important one, which we'll talk about more a little bit later. In addition to the microphone itself in the box, you're also getting a foam pop filter, which is basically just a foam shield that goes over the end of the microphone, and it helps to cut down on that P noise when you're recording somebody speaking. Next accessory is the Rode shock mount that the microphone comes with, but this one actually has a couple features that I really like. First of all, it's exceedingly well built. It feels like something that's going to last a very long time. It didn't break right off the bat like my Movo one did last week. Secondly, and probably my favorite feature of the entire microphone, you have built-in cable management in the shock mount. If you love cable management like I do, you'll know why that's awesome. I think everything should have built-in cable management. Let's say hypothetically you have a big camera rig with a whole bunch of wires hanging off of it and you want to go to a professional shoot, but you want your rig to look more organized. You can put your microphone on and now there's these little silicone slots on top to thread your wires through to keep everything organized and more professional looking. Another feature I really like about the shock mount is it's adjustable front to back, so you can slide it forward or back if you loosen the top screw. I don't know if this has any practical purpose, but I like the option anyway. On a sour note, the one accessory that they didn't include with this microphone, which is kind of a bummer, is the dead cat windscreen, and you can't even buy one on Rode's website or Amazon that's made for this microphone. Being that I shoot outside a lot, I'd much rather pay a little extra money and get the proper dead cat with the microphone as opposed to what I'm going to have to do now, which is go on Amazon and find an off-brand one and hope that it fits and hope that it's a good quality. This microphone aesthetically and in use is dead simple. On one side you have a 3.5mm TRS output, and on the other side you have a USB-C port, and that's it. No buttons, no knobs, no switches. There's literally nothing on this microphone except those 2 ports. As for the raw on-paper specs, the response is 20 Hz all the way up to 20,000 Hz. The signal to noise ratio is 79 dBA. It's 33 grams with the mic only, or 96 grams with all the accessories attached, and it's 171 by 21.6 millimeters. And on the topic of the size of this microphone, if we take 3 really basic specs like audio quality, size, and price, this microphone lands right in between the Rode Video NTG and the Rode Video Micro. So if you've used either of those microphones, you can expect either a step up or a step down from either or. And obviously that's not all I have to say about the audio quality of this microphone. In fact, there will be test footage later on in the video, but that was just the best way I could compare it to the other offerings from Rode. The last accessory you'll find in the box with this microphone is just a simple 3.5mm male-to-male wire, but it's flat and super thin, and it also has Rode branding on the side of it. Pretty standard, but it does feel high quality. So personally, I don't do a lot of live streaming or podcasting, but as I mentioned, this microphone does have a USB-C port. So if you plug it directly into your PC, it will be recognized as a USB device. And without getting too far into it with the USB connectivity, if you download the Rode Central app, it unlocks a whole lot more options for this microphone. Things like high pass filters or input volume. You could even plug your headphones directly into the microphone while you're recording through USB in order to monitor what you're recording. This is the control test for my studio space. I'm using the internal audio on my camera. I haven't put any sound blankets up. I haven't turned any fans off or the compressor on the refrigerator. And you can hear how reverberant it is in here when there's no audio prep whatsoever. Here we are in the exact same situation, but instead of using the internal audio in my camera, I'm using the Rode Videomic GO II in the hot shoe mount, just plugged directly into the camera, so no external recorder or anything like that. I still haven't put up any sound blankets or turned anything off, so there's probably still some ambient noise, and it's also very reverberant in this room. It's interesting how much different my voice sounds when there's no sound blankets up. And finally, we have my ideal audio setup, which is hanging up sound blankets to get rid of some of the reverb in the room, taking the microphone off the camera and putting it on a stand and getting it as close to myself as possible without getting it in the shot, and also turning everything off, turning off your refrigerator compressor, turning off your furnace, any fans that are going on, so there's no ambient noise in the background. Do not forget to register for your 2-year warranty. Rode Videomic GO II is a very simple microphone, so there's not much else to say about it in terms of specs or features. I'm just really happy with it, and that's part of the beauty of this microphone, is that it's so simple. In terms of sound quality, I was really impressed by this microphone. It seems like all the small vlogging microphones like the Pixel M80 or the Rode Video Micro don't really have anything going on in the low end, as opposed to this microphone, which absolutely does. It seems to have a real flat frequency response all throughout the range. The other thing that really impressed me about this microphone is the price to performance ratio. For not a lot of money, you're getting a lot of microphone, especially if you want something simple, easy, and versatile. And don't get me wrong, the Rode Videomic GO II is not like the answer to all your audio problems or something like that. If you're doing a lot of podcasting or streaming, you're probably not using a small form factor shotgun mic in the first place. But for what it's designed for, this mic is wonderful. My only gripe with this microphone is they didn't include the dead cat windscreen. Hopefully Rode decides to come out with one in the future that is made for this microphone. Other than that, I have nothing bad to say about the Rode Videomic GO II. If you got something out of this video, consider going down and hitting the like and the sub button. It means the world to content creators like me. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Sam Has a Spending Problem, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.